Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to more Marooned on Triton. So, last time we had a little bit of a kerfuffle with drills and building and trying to get stuff working, and we had to take most of those drills apart to get other stuff working, but it's life, I suppose. Definitely the life of a space engineer. So, let's dive right in. Things seem okay. The weather's cleared, and we have power again. Okay, that's good. I think my first order of business is going to need to be getting that battery attached to this base. Maybe I stick it here right on top of the survival kit? That seems smart. What I'll probably need... Maybe first step first is we free the battery and all its related stuff. Get all the steel so we can actually build some stuff. Hello, battery. Okay. One battery, detached from everything, probably with some charge in it. Now, what I may have to do, is I still don't have computers. I can always disassemble stuff now, but I'm gonna have to do something to get merge blocks working, because I need one there, and then maybe one there. We should be producing... Yeah, so they can currently each produce 400 kilowatts, each of my spinners. Wait, did it work? What are you currently... Oh, put it in the survival kit. It's the downside of the survival kit is sometimes it takes the production queues instead of the stuff that should. Oh, that's not what I want to be building. I'll be able to take these apart and use the parts to repair some of the other stuff at least, once I have the battery attached. Okay. Hopefully it fits in here. Well, we'll find out. So. Now I need to use my little wobbly arm. I think I want... Nope. Hit the wrong direction. I think if I grab it from behind... Hopefully I have enough weight to hold it. I could always pile a bunch of stuff into the cargo on this thing to kind of ballast it out. If I pick it up straight from behind, it should make it fairly easy for me to back the thing in and get it into position. No, I should probably lift from center of mass. Okay. Now... Okay, we've got it. Can we lift it? Yes. And it looks like the vehicle's still mostly stable. Ooh. Okay, we'll go nice and gentle. The rocking back and forth is slightly concerning. Maybe I should lock down the, Maybe I'll do that. I'll lock down this hinge. Like so. So it should stay somewhat level. Now... Oh, I guess I could... Oh, jeez. Zoomed in. There we go. Use my reversing camera to watch the chaos unfold behind me. And as fun as that is, I'm going to blow everything up doing that, so... Oh, okay. Let's raise you up. Nope, nope, nope. Up, up. Ah, strong hinge. Okay. That's pretty close to the right angle. Let's lower this down. I need to unlock that so that it can level itself off, but my worry is if I do that now, when it's so angled, it will kind of shoot everything off to, you know, whack everything into everything else and break things. So, there we go. Now, if we raise that up a bit, come on. It's close. The thing's yellow. I just need to nudge it. I need to jiggle it in there. Okay. Oh, come on. It's scraping on the thing. Oh, haha! There we go. And no explosions. How do I... Can I just... Well, helps if I jump beforehand. Okay. Let's... open that up. Move the rover away. That little crane arm's quite handy. I think I'll probably keep it. At least until I get rid of or change that vehicle enough that it's no longer necessary. So that's step one. The base now has power generation and a battery. Unfortunately, the battery is turned in a way where I can't easily see the charge on it. Can I... Oh, I can just walk out that way. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so it's recharging. What happens if I kick the refinery on? So, refinery's on, assembler's on. Survival kit's on. Still 3 hours charging. I do think the, now that there is plenty of wind out and about, it does seem that these, the height I've got these at is going to be working a lot better. At least until I raise the arm up over there. Okay. With that fixed, I should now be able to repair all of this stuff. I can start with these because I have the parts. 1 drill of the 9. Now... how best... I think what I should probably do, as much as I want to... Well, no. I'll get the rest of the components in these and then head off to old yonder iron mine. Because this way at least I know exactly how much I'll need. And most of it looks to be computers. I guess that's all I took out of these, so... Okay. That's all the parts. Let's head over and do some mining. Do love driving at the morning sun. And the front end pointing about 5 degrees up into the air because of weight in the back. Oh, speaking of... Oh no, we're drifting again. Oh no! Well, that's not gone well. Oh, no. Well, I talked about wanting to keep this vehicle. I guess that doomed it. No more seat. It's on its side. And unfortunately, this nice big cavity in the front, I believe, is where the battery used to live. Uh-oh. Well. Okay, I guess we take as much iron as we can carry. This is the second time I've crashed this thing. So this will be new crash. Hopefully no one comes and nicks it while I'm gone. Oh my god, I need to get enough parts for a battery. And I should be able to use its arm to right itself, which is good. I also need to be cautious about flying at full speed. Ow, my legs. Oh boy. Things are not going well for me. Okay, let's gently use our jets. Just skate over the ice. That's all we need to do. I am debating, I mean, there's no way I want to ferry, like, however many... 3 kilometers? I don't want to carry all that iron all the way back by hand. I wonder if, though, if I should maybe, get that thing back and then focus on developing something more purpose-built for the ice. Maybe. Ooh. I just had an idea. Maybe I use this thruster and build some sort of hovercraft. Because if I'm just going back and forth to the mining sites on the flat ice, a hovercraft may be more stable. I might be able to make it more stable. It would be more quick, at least. That could be fun. So that in there. It'll get processed. What do I need? So 20 power cells for a big battery. 2 for a small one. I think I might be able to get by with 2 of these small batteries. Oh, right. The drills. Well, we can stick that. I'll set this stuff to... Actually, what am I producing? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Let's set the drill stuff to production. Get rid of it. Now, put that stuff to production as well. And expedite it. Most of this is just steel. Yeah, so that should be enough for 2 batteries. Let's see if we can't get that thing moving. And then maybe I'll think about this hovercraft idea. So the downside with a hovercraft is you go much faster, so any mistakes you make or problems you run into tend to be much greater than with a wheeled vehicle. Maybe worth it to just build something a little more heavy duty instead. Though I guess the benefit of a hovercraft, because you're using a turbine to actually move, I don't know, it probably costs more power to do that. I mean, where else? This is perfect hovercraft weather is the thing. Or environment, terrain. The weather's alright, I guess, but I mean, when else are I gonna be somewhere where having a hovercraft work this well? Oh, crud, I didn't think about chair. Well, I guess I'll be going back anyway. Let's get it righted, at least. Now, in theory... Oh, maybe not in theory? If I can just kind of push it up like this... I might be able to get it over. Nah, I don't think so. We'll spin the arm up, and then we'll use the hinge to kind of push us over. Okay. Go, leg, go. Oh, that works perfectly. And then I can just extend the piston. I love this thing. God, no, I really don't want to get rid of it. Ah, I love the little tail. Maybe I just build a hovercraft that has a tail on it to flip itself over. Oh, and the benefit of a hovercraft too, if I have a piece, I can just have an open deck area. I can stick it. Oh, I'm having ideas. Okay, let's stow this. Like so. Now, dang, I don't want to have to go back for a control. What do I... So one of these is the simplest. I need a construction component, an interior plate. That's only got a steel plate left in it. That's got some bits. That's got an interior plate. Is that enough to get one operating? A motor. What has a motor? This does. If I'm going to be getting rid of this anyway, then there's not much point in keeping the arm working. Okay. Now this is a bit of a long shot. Dang. It's not going to let me... I'm not going to be able to control it without a working antenna. And I don't think I can get the antenna working. Oh. Okay. Other option. So I've got that. If I can build myself a chair, for which you need
Energy
a lot
low.
of stuff. And take that construction component back. The issue is I don't think I have enough interior plate on this thing. Those are construction components. That's good. Those are made of steel. That's made of steel. I'm pretty sure this is steel. Yeah. I mean, the cargo containers could work, but they're full. Those are all steel plates. Oh. Am I gonna have to go back anyway? Yeah, apparently. Though, actually, hold on. No, because what I can do, I learned this yesterday. We can just take that apart. There we go. And now... Okay. Uh-oh. That's not good. Right. So... I think what happened there... With all the wheels turning, I ran out of power. And with no power, well, that. Alright, take two. Good thing the arm is still here. Come on, tip. Nah. That'll tip it. There we go. You know what? Nah. That's how it will go. Okay. So my plan for this... Let's drop the wheel power to, like, 2. Hopefully, that won't overload the remote, kick me out of control, and cause it to just kind of spiral. Okay, maybe we could do a little better than 2. Let's see. 5 seems manageable. Still plenty of battery power. Dang, this thing served me well, but I guess considering it crashed from outer space and I slapped wheels on it, we were bound to reach a point where it was probably no longer fit for purpose. The only downside is it completely was fit for purpose until I flipped it upside down. Do wish I had my headlights right about now. This would come in handy. Though I can see immediately around me in the fog, it's kind of the distance that's problematic. And this probably also means the base isn't making any power. But the bright side is we have the battery on there now, so it should, all that excess power from when it was producing, it should be using that right now to keep things operating. We just have to hope we don't get too many fog banks. Okay. We've limped back home. From this side, it almost doesn't look that bad, except for the smoke pouring out. Okay. Oh, right. And I have to now... Come on. I have to now take this apart. Actually. Huh. We didn't actually make the cargo container broken. Well, that's handy. Right side is, all this iron should mean we are good to go for getting everything finished and working. How are we doing production-wise? We've gotten through a lot of it. Let's maybe get those done. I could probably build... Get some health first. I can probably build several more of the drills. Then just kind of finish off. Now the biggest challenge is going to be getting this thing pushed in and then disconnected so I can add more pistons to it. Because we already know it doesn't go deep enough to hit stone in one go. And it's going to have to go a whole lot deeper to actually be useful. I guess I used some of those computers for the batteries. Okay. There we go. So now we should be set. Let's do drills on. Okay. Share inertia tensor on the piston so it doesn't shake so much, and reverse. So this should produce a much smoother ramp. You can see the merge block sliding along with that instead of sticking to the base. Yeah, that's much nicer. Still not, you know, baby's bottom smooth. You can see the little ridges, but it's not the big ridges that will slice open the bottom of a vehicle. It should be enough that I can pretty easily cover over it. And even if I don't cover over it, I should be able to drive it And actually, if it's not too bad, I may just leave this part open. Not start ground until I'm actually, or not, you know, not start with a steel plate surface until I'm actually underground and ready to seal stuff off. Now, I guess while it does its thing, let's maybe queue up for... Did I start production for 2? It's really hard to tell, especially when you can't hear the production bang into life. Okay, production for 1. I don't know what's happening. I think we're building 2. I think all is good. Yeah, because I guess it just built the stuff real quick. Okay. So then I take out... We may have enough. Point being, we're now at full drill extension. Let us... disengage the drills. Now... What I do need is some mechanism to lock these drills back down. What I guess I may do... My concern is they don't really drill enough. If I stick a piston on top, I won't be able to push in. In fact, it doesn't seem to want to let me place a piston. Yeah, if I place a piston that is kind of sticking up like that, 1, it won't let me. And 2, it means... Well, actually, no. That just means I start drilling at the higher end. The concern is that these pistons won't go underground if there's a block here. But if I start at the highest height, push the pistons in, and then bring it back down, in, back down, in, then I should be good. Okay. Well, I think what I need to do first anyway is retract that piston with gusto and hopefully have enough height clearance that I can stick this other piston. Yes. And it should hold itself there. Build this up, and then if I stick a merge block on the bottom, when I extend the pistons back out, I should be able to push this down to the ground, lock it down there, and then disconnect the whole arm system. So, a little convoluted, but it should work. And hopefully, won't all explode. We'll just do this manually. That's pretty good speed. Should be fine because everything's cleared, but no need to risk it. And then once we're extended, I'll drop this piston down, grind this away, and then I can pull the arm back and stick more things in. Okay. So, select you. Just ease the velocity up. I want to stop it right when it locks. Hopefully I was distracted. I didn't stop it. The bright side, that is a scout bot, we'll monitor that. The bright side though is because that's a... Oh, except this piston is not... The drill's not powered. So as soon as I This isn't going to work. Whew, good thing I thought about that just now. So, I was going to say that because this is a piston, I can adjust the height up and down to make sure it connects back to this merge block. Except, this merge block, well, this merge block actually, once I disconnect this one, this will never be able to reconnect because they need power to connect. That's what merge blocks do. So, as soon as I cut the drills free, they run out of power. They'll stay stationary, but I won't be able to reconnect to them without a battery. So, I guess we build us a second battery. That should be okay, because most of the time when the drills are on, it will provide extra power to the whole system. The only time it won't be doing that is when I am adding more arm, which is probably not going to be super common. Yes, it is producing. That goes
Energy
way down.
low.
I mean, I guess that says something. This can't be that big of a planet, because he's quite below the curve, quite below the horizon at only 5 kilometers away. I feel like Earth is bigger, but I don't know. I've never paid much attention. Guess while I'm waiting for the battery parts, how high is that? Because in theory, I'll only ever be locking this when it's the drill's in this position at this height off the surface. So whatever length, 0.4, if I just make the max length 0.4 meters, it should kind of always go to just there, which is just where it locks, which should keep everything good. Assuming, of course, it doesn't all spring about as soon as I disconnect. How is our processing doing? Assembler's doing good. Refinery's chewed through the iron. So we've got about 8K. Got 11 grams of silver, which is nice. Everything's looking decent. A lot of the basics will, of course, get a lot better once we're through the ice here. That's not a battery, that is battery. So this should be a pretty neat little system. I could even use this kind of flat area I'm building to put a control panel on, so that I can control the pistons and whatnot without having to go into a terminal. Well, that's not a huge deal either way. Okay. That's hooked up. The sun is going down, which is the perfect time for action. Piston is locked. I have to climb again. So.
No.
And I'm dying. Oh no. Ow. Come here, Joe. The chair's gone. Okay. Survival kit, help me. This is gonna take a while. I may need to build my bed back so I can lie somewhere, because it charges faster. At least I think it charges faster. Feels faster because you're on your feet and all that. Nice and relaxed. There we go. Now, moment of truth. Okay. The system's no longer connected. Once I break this down, this will be its own grid. So, here we go. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, of course, because I set the piston to reverse, so it was pulling itself down. Well, now while the drill is still good, yeah, that looks like about the right height. So good time to make sure that that will still align. Again, because of the battery, we can always readjust that. Okay, so now we reverse this, and if I'm right, I should be able to stick 2 more pistons on there. Hopefully. Because I also need to be able to put a merge block in, and if the merge block is too close, it may not like it. Okay, so piston there. Gotta wait for this to be clear, which means it'll be all the way back, because it'll just fit 2 pistons in. Luckily, once I get... after this, it should be much easier to stick more pistons in. Yep, dang. I was worried about that, because it wants the end of the piston, you can just see if it stops flickering. At the right there, you can see where it kind of wants free space. Because the drill's there and we can't move the drill, it cannot... Hold on. Actually, we can move the drill. Okay, so 0.4 meters is where it wants to be. If I tell it to go higher, maybe 5 meters? Still too high. We'll deal with that in a second. Huh. Now I can place that, except I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I can get it. The merge block is too close. Well, that was an exercise in foolishness. Okay. Let us reverse you. We'll set that back up. And merge block there. Okay. That should work. Maximum distance 0.4 meters. And reverse again back up to there. Okay. Now. No. Whoops. Go back. Wrong decision. Put the head back on. I forgot that it was, those things are not particularly sturdy. I don't want to put the tubes in it because you don't need the tubes and it's just a waste of tubes. But I do want to put them in the main part. And now I need that stuff. Yes. Which requires a bit of building, but that's fine. Okay, so after this, it should be fairly easy still to put arms in because I can just... Well, it basically... What's that term? It's a math term that means everything gets multiplied as you keep going. So, now that I've got 2 pistons, next time I can add 4 more. I guess 3 more given the final one, but then I'll have 5 pistons and I can add like 10 more and all that. So it gets easier and easier, and with 5 pistons that'll be quite a ways into the earth that I'll be able to move. So it may all be fine in the end anyway. Okay. Now let's go up here. We'll control this one. We'll do it like this so we can see. We just push it forward until they connect. And then we can disconnect the landing gear on the other one, pull it up, and keep drilling. Okay. Moment of truth. My fear is that too much extra push and it will cause things to bang into each other and cause the drills to bang into the ground. Okay. Green. Okay. There, one thing again. Now, let's go ahead and... Actually, no. I'll wait to share inertia tensor because that... What that does is essentially, in a situation like this, makes these pistons rigid. Which is good and what I want for drilling a flat level surface. But it will also mean any downwardness they just did connecting will rigidify again. Mag plate. Okay. So turn off auto lock, unlock, Everything's a little... I don't know why we're going backwards, but that's fine. I'd rather do that than forwards. Pull that up. Okay. Perfect. Now, select all of our drills. Turn them on. Do I want... Should select all the pistons. Inertiafy them. So... I should probably raise it up. Push in. Because I figure this push will put these pistons underground. And I don't want to do that while there's block above them. So... what do I want my maximum height to be? Now I think... if my math is correct, it's been a long time since Space Engineers School, I'm pretty sure each block is equivalent to 5 meters. Is that right? Maybe 3 meters. Yeah, because a person's about 2 meters. This is coming from a... I mean, all places in the space future that we're in use metric because it's smarter, and I just didn't pay attention. I enjoyed the old ways of particular places that use not metric, because I hate myself. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's 3 meters for a large block. So if I send this up 3 meters... it's the maximum distance. I should be able to tell, because if the bottom of the piston is kind of at level with this seam, that means I've done it correctly. Okay. Reverse U. So it'll go up 3 meters. I'm wrong. Maybe it's 2.5. 2.5 sounded wrong, but maybe I'm wrong. 2.5 meters. What do we have? Almost. I think it'll be good enough. So, what I'm gonna do is click the wrong button, then set this to 5 meters. So that should be 2 blocks up? Probably. So if I then push that straight through, basically I'll do this in 2.5 block increments so that the pistons are moving at the level of a block. So I make a hole that's roughly 3 blocks tall. And that should be enough to get any vehicles I build in or out. Now, I should probably have labeled these pistons. Do arm 1. Because unfortunately, I can no longer get up to them with my scaffolding. Can I... Woohoo. I can jet, I just have to be careful. Okay. So, arm 2. Set both of these, and we will do... 0.1 should be slow enough that the drills will drill. Though I don't like it, so... 0.05. So that's combined 1 meter per second forward, probably. And we'll see if these even contact the ground. And I need power. That's what I'll do. Get some power and then rebuild a bed somewhere. I should also maybe build an O2H2 generator somewhere into this network. So that I can get some hydrogen fuel out of it and have some use for all of this ice. Yeah, because my concern is I'm going to be filling the thing with ice. I may just have to chuck it. We are hitting ground, which is good. I did just have a thought. We may have to change how that piston mechanism works. Because while the hole, in general, will be large enough to stick it through, I have to drill the top of the hole first, which means that piston will be in the way of the top, once the top of the tunnel is underground as well. I may just have to grind that off, and then maybe I just have to grind it off and replace it whenever I want to lock it down as part of the process. Which isn't fun, but may just be the way it has to be. Now, I don't really want to put the bed in the ice. I guess I could put it up here. Oh, in fact. It doesn't perfectly line up, but that seems like a decent spot for one. I can access it from there. So if I run out of power, I have to do a little run up some spiral stairs. But can I also access it? Yeah, I can also access it from here, so I just kind of have to crawl through this gap. So that should work out decently well. Are those... whoops. Those are at full extension. Okay. Well then. Piston arms. Reverse. And then... I should name this one piston up down, just so I know. Then I'll set the minimum distance to 2.5. So it'll go up to 5 every time and then drop to 2.5 when it's done, and then drop again. And I can send these back a lot quicker. Up, down, piston, down. And now I just set these to 0.05 again. And before they get there... yeah, so I leveled out this bit. Now it should push through and level out below it. And then I just drop it down a third time and it does the floor. This is working wonders. What else can I do while I drill? Maybe I should get some more power going? What is my base battery looking like? It's still recharging. So we've got enough power with these. Granted, we aren't doing processing at the same time, because I think we're through all the iron. How do I... tell me things? Yeah, we're through all the iron, so that may change a bit if I'm actually doing stuff, but I guess for now the 2 things is fine. And this didn't collide with it when it went up to full height. It may have interfered with the aerodynamicism of it, but that shouldn't be a huge issue. Does this look like it's working? Oh yeah, it does. Now, I guess it should all mathematically work out, because I just did half of the full height down. But that looks to be a good height to drill at, because the drills are kind of the level that you cannot see anymore because of all the snow dust. Yeah, the level's basically dead center to the drill, so it should keep it nice and square. So I think that'll be where we end this episode. So we're, at long last, actually operating and making our hole. It's going to be a long time of doing this, but I think we're on the way, as long as nothing impedes us further, we should be good. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of the other stuff I've done. And until next week, bye bye.